More news coming in. This has got to do with an update from Dharali in Uttar Kashi. Over 500 have been evacuated, 112 have been airlifted to Dehradun, is what the Chief Secretary Anand Bardhan has said. Indian Army has restored communication, continuing the rescue efforts in Harsil in Uttarakhand. And 4 Uttarakhand Civil Aviation helicopters have flown from Harsil, from Matli. As the rescue work continues to be underway, we have these details at this point in time as heli services are being used to evacuate people, help them out and rescue them at this point in time. Over 500 people have been evacuated. Rescue operations in full swing here. I'm going straight across to Anjali Istawal, getting in more details on that story. Anjali, just yet, do we know anything about how many people have died, lost their lives in this horrific accident? Talk to us about what's going on right now. Of course, evacuation work, I understand, is in full swing here.
Absolutely, Sneha. As you are asking me the question, I can see up there a helicopter engaged in the rescue work. So basically what is happening is the number of death is not something that the authorities would be focusing on right now. The focus is rescue and help. And air services are probably the only way that you can reach the people who are stranded, not just in Dharali, but in the villages around Dharali. Remember, it's been cut off, that entire area, from either Gangotri or from Uttar Kashi. So they need to be brought out. There is a communication breakdown as well, and the power supply has been very intermittent. As you rightly said, 500 people, around 500 people have been rescued. Till last night, the number was 372. But since the morning, because the weather, as you can see, it's nice and sunny, it's cooperating. So that has led to a lot of sorties happening. And these people are being evacuated and being brought to places from where they can access their other homes. Remember, many of the locals who stay in those areas during the winter time come down. These are the areas where right now I'm standing, Netala. These are the areas which are their second homes. So during the winters when it's snowbound, they move to lower reaches, and that's where many of them are coming back to their families. We just met Gautam Semwal, who was rescued from Mukwa, which is the abode of Ganga Ma during the winters. He told us the kind of tragedy he saw, he witnessed with his own eyes, and how people ran as they were warned by the villagers of Mukwa, which is right across Dharali. And the hope is, as soon as the Gagnanee bridge is erected, it is created. And remember, it's called a Bailey bridge. It is a bridge that is used by BRO. It's a very old technique, a bridge made of metal, which will just be constructed across 2 concrete bases which already exist. So once that is done, hopefully the last connect of Harsil Road, which is supposed to be underwater, if that is also fixed, then we will be able to reach the rescuers, and hopefully we will also be able to go there.
All right, Anjali, it continues to be very difficult as far as the rescue work also is concerned. And also, the situation as of now, it's going to take weeks and months for life to even limp back to normalcy, isn't it, at the disaster zone?
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Sneha. You have to understand, as I told you, the priorities are very clear right now. It's rescue, it's relief, and not counting the dead. That will be done later. So imagine the amount of silt. We all saw those visuals. So the amount of silt that must have come over there, it is going to be a huge deep excavation exercise that will have to be undertaken. Doppler radars will have to be used, and we have seen the BRO officials taking them, and even the SDRF and NDRF teams are taking them. Those are the ones, and the sniffer dogs, of course, which will help in locating those who are not with us anymore. But as of now, it is the living that need to be rescued, and that's what the priority number 1 is.
Leaving it there for the moment, Anjali Istawal getting us up to speed with those details. Rescue work in priority, rebuilding lives, of course, will follow in weeks to come, is what Anjali is indicating.